You ever wonder which Fallout 76 weapons actually melt bosses, shred mobs, and make you feel like a walking apocalypse? Let's talk about the deadliest of the deadly, because not all unique weapons are worth your stash space. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going deep into Fallout 76's top 15 most deadly unique weapons. We'll cut through the hype, the vendor trash, and the quest rewards you forget you even had. Instead, I'll show you the ones that actually kill fast, survive the toughest fights, and make every build shine. So grab your stim packs, and let's get started. 1. The Fixer. Let's kick it off with the Fixer. This isn't just any rifle, it's the rifle. Awarded for the quest, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, the Fixer is basically the Fallout 76 meta poster child. Why? Because it turns you into an invisible, unstoppable sniper. It has improved stealth, making it way easier to stay hidden while boosting your movement speed in sneak mode. That means you can line up those headshots over and over without ever drawing aggro. But it's not just about stealth. The Fixer is one of the most moddable rifles in the game. You can tweak it for maximum damage, silence shots, faster fire rate, you name it. For bloodied builds, it's downright lethal. This thing single-handedly makes stealth commando builds viable for taking down bosses solo. 2. The Dragon. Ah yes, the black powder rifle that's basically a handheld cannon. The Dragon is a quadruple-barreled nightmare that fires all 4 barrels at once. This thing is all about burst damage. One shot can cripple limbs or outright drop most enemies in their tracks. If you're the patient type who doesn't mind reloading after every insane blast, you'll appreciate the raw power here. It shines in VATS critical builds too. Line up a VATS shot, crit away, and watch even the nastiest boss flinch. It's not subtle, it's not fast, but it's the definition of deadly. 3. Bunker Buster. Next up is the Bunker Buster, the heavy explosive launcher rewarded from One of Us. And let's be clear, it lives up to the name. It does 20% more damage than standard launchers, which matters a lot in Fallout 76's scaling fights. Scorch beasts, giant bosses, mobs at events. It can wipe them out in clusters. Bunker Buster doesn't just do splash damage, it solves problems. You've got a wave of scorched? Gone. You want to make a boss fight shorter? Done. The fact that it's quest-gated also means it's relatively unique. You won't see everyone spamming it unless they did the work. Brutal melee power now. The Tenderizer is a two-handed super sledge variant you can get from Graham's Meat Cook event. It doesn't just look terrifying, it hits like a truck. For melee tank builds, it's one of the best boss killers around. Pair it with slugger perks and you'll chunk down enemy health bars faster than they can react. It also has great durability, and while melee isn't for everyone in Fallout 76's ranged heavy world, the Tenderizer rewards players who like getting in close and personal. 5. Daisy Cutter. If subtlety's not your style, meet Daisy Cutter. It's another heavy explosive launcher you can get from the quest, an organic solution. Daisy Cutter is infamous for its ridiculous area of effect damage. It's basically crowd control on demand. Events with waves of enemies? Cleared. Boss fights? Huge burst potential. And the best part, it looks as menacing as it sounds. It's the perfect choice for players who don't want to aim carefully. Just blow everything up and laugh about it. 6. Voice of Set. Let's switch gears to something a bit more precise. The Voice of Set is a non-automatic pistol you get from Prototypical Problems, and it specializes in frying robots. It deals additional electric damage to them and can even stun them if you've got the Eye of Ra equipped. That's not just a gimmick. In robot-heavy events like Encrypted or any White Spring run, this thing is a lifesaver. Plus, it works beautifully with VATS and pistol perks. You get crits, you get stuns, you get damage. What's not to love? 7. Black Diamond. Here's one for the melee enthusiasts. Black Diamond is a sleek one-handed ski sword awarded for flavors of mayhem. On paper, its +1 strength doesn't sound flashy. But with melee perks, that extra strength stacks perfectly into your damage output. It's fast, it's moddable, and it's extremely reliable. And let's be real, it's stylish. Who doesn't want to cut through enemies with a ski sword? For melee builds, it's a top-tier sidearm you'll keep in your loadout. 8. Blade of Bastet. Another melee option, but with a twist. Blade of Bastet comes from forging a legend and has increased armor penetration, especially when you use the Eye of Ra. Armor penetration is incredibly valuable in Fallout 76's endgame, where everything is tanky. With the Eye of Ra synergy, you can melt even the toughest targets in stealth. If you like assassin-style builds that rely on sneaking in, slashing, and vanishing before anyone notices, it's perfect. 9. Pyrolyzer. For the heavy gunner who likes a bit of strategy, there's the Pyrolyzer. Rewarded from tracking unknowns, it's a heavy energy gun with a unique debuff. It reduces your target's damage output by 20% for 3 seconds. That's a game changer in boss fights or PvP duels. It's not just about DPS, it's about survival. The Pyrolyzer lets you control the fight, weaken your enemy, and outlast them. It might not have the raw explosive power of Bunker Buster, but smart players know its value. 10. Somerset Special. Next is the Somerset Special, a non-automatic pistol rewarded from Final Departure. What makes it deadly is its armor penetration. It ignores 50% of your target's armor. That's massive in Fallout 76, where armored enemies can be bullet sponges. With VATS, crit perks, and the right build, you can carve through enemies others would run from. It's the quintessential high-skill, high-reward sidearm. 11. Old Guard's 10mm SMG. If you like SMGs but want real stopping power, Old Guard's 10mm SMG is your friend. It ignores 50% of target armor and has a plus 10% faster fire rate. That combo is lethal. Armor ignore means even high-level enemies fall fast, and the fire rate keeps your DPS up. It's one of those weapons that's easy to underestimate, until you see it shred a boss in seconds. 12. Perfect Storm. Now let's talk about one of the best early game uniques, Perfect Storm. It's a 10mm SMG you get from Cold Case, and while it's easy to get, it remains deadly for a long time. Why? Every shot sets enemies on fire. That incendiary effect is amazing for softening targets and stacking damage over time. It's also fun, because who doesn't want to set everything ablaze? 13. The Gutter. If you want survivability baked into your melee weapon, check out the Gutter. It's an Assaultron blade rewarded from Waste Management, with 2 big bonuses: improved damage and health regeneration on hit. In a game where stim packs are valuable and bosses can melt you in seconds, regen can mean the difference between victory and death. It's an underrated gem for melee-focused builds. 14. Nailer. This one's for the bloodied builds. Nailer is a one-handed melee weapon that actually gets stronger the lower your health is. That synergy with bloodied perks is perfect. Players running around at 20% health can deal monstrous damage. It's the ultimate high-risk, high-reward melee option for the daring. 15. Meteoritic Sword. Finally, we have the Meteoritic Sword. It's a one-handed melee weapon with plus 10% damage versus humans, 90% reduced weight, and 50% more durability. While the human bonus is situational, the weight and durability make it a go-to for players who want reliability. You can keep it equipped without worrying about constant repairs. Against human enemies, it slices them down with ease. So there you have it, the top 15 deadliest unique weapons in Fallout 76, explained in all their brutal glory. Whether you're sniping from the shadows with the Fixer, blowing everything up with Daisy Cutter, or going full melee with the Tenderizer, there's something here for every Wastelander. If you've used any of these, tell me your favorite in the comments. And if I missed your personal go-to death dealer, let me know below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss another deep dive into Fallout 76's best gear. Thanks for watching, and good hunting out there in the Wasteland.